Now, when we think of using compulsion to change people's beliefs or views, we usually picture something really extreme, like a gun to the head or a serious threat. We assume that because we're not literally dragging people into our beliefs, that we're not being forceful. God says in the Quran, there is no compulsion in religion, and yet you'll find that some of the most religious people tend to be the most forceful. Not necessarily with violence, but with something just as powerful, emotional manipulation. It happens in the most subtle ways, making someone feel like they're a bad person just because they see the world differently. Parents shaming their kids for questioning things, a husband making his wife feel unworthy because of how she dresses, or a wife giving her husband a look of disgust because he holds a particular view. All of these are ways of controlling people without it looking like control. But the truth is, belief isn't something you can force upon someone else. It's a realization or a conviction that has to come from within. When pressure is used, what we often mistake for people agreeing with us is actually them just suppressing what they really think so that they can fit in and be accepted. But that suppression comes at a huge emotional and mental cost. Guilt, self-doubt, self-hate, and eventually losing touch with who they really are. Compulsion isn't always loud and obvious. Sometimes it's just a judgmental stare or a disappointed sigh. And while it doesn't actually change a person's beliefs, it can be just as damaging.